Hello, everybody. This is Kyrix with another episode of This Week in Kyrix. This is for the week of Wednesday, I can't want to say October, August 29th of 2018. And to start off, I'm going to say right now, there is no Pokemon update this week, but for a very good reason. That reason is because I didn't go to Pokemon this week. But yeah, there is actually a very good reason that I didn't go to Pokemon this week, and I think you'll agree that it's a very good reason. I went to see the Happy Time Murders. That's not the reason. Just bear with me here. Because, you know, that was a movie I've been looking forward to for a while. And I actually had money set aside that I then spent, that I then worked back for. So basically, I managed to engineer it so that I could go see that movie that I wanted so desperately to see. And I did. And it was a lot of fun. So, dumb, clever, fun little movie, and I really liked it. And I will probably go see it again, but we'll get into that in a couple more minutes. But anyway, while I was sitting, you know, in the theater, waiting for the movie itself to start, waiting even for the previews to really get going, I did what I usually do, which is I sat there on my cell phone, looking at my cell phone stuff, my Facebook and whatnot. And my friend's wife is on there, and I have her added. We constantly poke fun at each other all week long. It's just kind of a thing we do. You know, I get along with her reasonably well. You know, I mean, we don't hang out, but we talk a lot on there. And I happened to come across something where she basically was saying that her dog, two of her dogs were at the vet for something, and I'm thinking, dude, what the hell happened to your dogs? And as it turned out, they had been poisoned. And not like a mild poisoning, I mean like bad, like at least one of them they were concerned was going to die. And you can imagine how bad that could be, because I knew these dogs, you know. Oh, god damn it. One of the Zambos got down here. Deal with you in a minute. Fucking Zambos. What is he, up top or some shit? But anyway, I know these dogs. I've had to watch them before. I see them on Thanksgiving. I pet them when I go over to his house, you know? So I basically tell her, I'm like, I have a bus pass now. If you need me to, I could be there. And I got out of the movie. Well, at first I told her that I was asking her what's going on. And I told her any responses I might have might be delayed because, you know, I have a movie that I'm at. And the movie's about to start. When the movie got out, I basically texted her and we talked very briefly, and I got the address for the place, which turns out was near where I used to live. It was by the old trailer. Matter of fact, it was at a vet place that I once, before I got him signed up at Banfield, I was going to take Kisa to, as it turns out. And yeah. So I hopped on the bus, and I'm thinking, okay, I can miss Pokemon and do this, or I can go to Pokemon, but that, let's face facts, that's not even a consideration for me. Pokemon will be there next week, but the dog might not have been. And he had been improving at least a little bit in the time that I was up there, you know. I mean, he wasn't exactly great, and I didn't actually get to see him either, so. But he was vastly improved compared to what he was, considering that they were worried. He basically came in with organ failure body temperatures. You know, like his body temperature was at the point where there was very real risk that his organs would just not, you know. And that's not something you fuck around with. by any stretch of the imagination, as you can imagine. So I got out of there for that. I actually got home in time that I could have done recording with Eisen, but as it turns out, for all three of us, which is pretty impressive considering we all live in different spots in the country. Like, I'm in a different time zone from them, for example. But we all were dealing with thunderstorms, you know. And that's not a big deal for me. I'm in Florida, you know. I eat thunderstorms. It's kind of what I do here. But for them, it's a little more serious because they don't live in the lightning capital of the world like I do. So... So it was basically decided, you know, like you do, that we would just take Tuesday off. And Monday, Eisen overslept, which, you know, shit happens. I ain't gonna hold it against him. But that's the particular shit that happened this time. Is Eisen overslept? No big deal. And then we had thunderstorms for all of us. Thunderstorms for all my men. You know. Get the fuck in there, you! Ugh. So there was no recording this week. There was also no Pokemon this week, for good reasons. Very good reasons, actually. And so I don't know who won this week, and I also don't know what this week's Pokemon is. Nor do I know what the tournament will be in 2 weeks, but that's okay. On a lighter note, the day before all that happened, which would have been Monday, I had decided that I was going to go into Largo and try and deliver a bus pass to my aunt for my uncle, which I have been trying to do all month. You know, literally all month I've been trying to get this fucking pass to them. And it has not worked at all. So I'm thinking, okay, this time finally, for surezies, we're going to get it up there. And then we were going to get it up there, and she just couldn't make it in time, so I didn't get it to her again. And for those wondering, yesterday I was also going to try to get it to her. But due to the thunderstorm, she's like, no, and then I got a ride home, and right as the thunderstorm was dying down, she decided to come up there, and she missed me by about 2 minutes. So I will be seeing her Friday, because I have to go get some money anyway. So, But yeah, I go up there, and I'm thinking, hey, I'm going to go up here, I'm going to get this to my aunt, I'm going to stop by GameStop, and pick up some Pokemon download cards for my friends at the league, because I do that, you know. They don't necessarily have my travel options where I can just hop on a bike and cart my fat ass up to GameStop on a whim. And especially now that I've got that bus pass, I can bus my ass up there on a whim. You know, even in shitty weather situations like what we've had for the past 3 or 4 days, I could just hop the bus and away we go. You know. And so I get up there, and I only get 3 of each, but I do get the Tornadus/Thundurus, get the Jin, which was a Target exclusive, which I knew I would get because I remember when that was out, that particular GameStop had gotten Target's download cards. So I knew I had a shot at those, so I got a Zygarde, which I didn't really need, but they're cool. I got a Tornadus Thundurus, and I got a Groudon Kyogre, which was the more recent one. But, oh yeah, this is the month. September is the month for me where I have to get these, because September is Latios and Latias, and I need Latias twice. Because I have 2 good Latios, but number 1, Latias is my favorite of the 2, because she's just adorable. And yes, officially she. This isn't me just assigning a gender to this one. This one is actually female. And like a lot of my Pokemon decisions on what's cute and what's not, this is entirely based on the movie Pokemon Heroes, which was a good one. I liked it. But But yeah, I don't have 2 Latias, and why do you need 2, Kyrix? Well, I need Latias, and I need Mega Latias. And it's really just that simple. But, so yeah, I've got a couple of those. I'll get a couple more when I go up Friday, if they have them in, still, you know. And I also have to get a hold of my friend and see about getting him up to visit me, preferably Friday, but really any day before he gets a day off. So basically have him come up after work and take me to one of the Walmarts. Doesn't matter which one, really. But a Walmart. The reason being, we went fishing a while back, and I had fun, and I want to do that again. So the plan is, I don't want to use his wife's fishing pole. Because to the best of my knowledge, there are 2 styles of reel. There is what I call the manual transmission, which is this weird spool with this bar that you gotta flip up to cast, and then it snaps back into place when you start reeling again. And it's very much stick shift of fishing. And then there's what I call the automatic transmission of fishing, which is basically this weird little internal reel where you push a button to cast and it just reels in automatically and shit, as soon as you start turning the crank. And that's what I was raised on, and I want one. And he'd actually talked about, when we went fishing, he told me that when he was getting poles, he pondered getting me one, but he didn't know if I even liked to fish, so what would be the point, And I want to go fishing with my own rod, but I know nothing about setting it up, so what I want to do is have him go with me, both to help me pick one out that suits me, and that is actually a good rod, because I don't fucking know. Buy a goddamn charcoal rod, for all I know. Yeah, 21 ought to be enough of these. And in addition, he can take it home with him, because these things don't come preset, to the best of my knowledge. Like, they don't come with line attached and rod, or not. They have the rod and reel, but I mean, they don't have line, they don't have sinkers, no, there is word, no, hooks, shit like that, important shit that needs to be done. And with him taking it home with him, he will be able to set that up, hopefully, before we actually go fishing. And I told him that assuming we go early enough, I can get bait as long as he doesn't mind working with the frozen bait, because I like working with the frozen bait better. I don't know, I just never grew up from friggin' 8-year-old me who was squeamish about handling live bait. I mean, I've smashed bugs before, and I understand the food chain, so it's not like I'm necessarily against the idea of using live bait. I just don't want to bait live bait myself, But we'll see how that works out for us. Oops, didn't mean to smack that one. We're starting to get to the point where my food is stabilizing here, which is good, because stable food is best food. So, anyway, I was at the movie theater, and actually, before I get into the movie theater story, the dog, the one who was in critical condition, is doing much better now. He is walking. He is conscious. He's not necessarily out of the woods, as it were, but he's a damn sight better than he was when I got there. You know what I mean? So. But, hey, if you're the wish 'em luck kind, or the praying kind, or the thoughts and prayers kind, feel free to send some his way. I don't think it'll help, but it's not gonna hurt. You know what I mean? Alright, so there's some piggos. There's some piggos. Let's turn these potatoes into baked potatoes, shall we? But, yeah, I was at the movie theater and I saw a thing. I've seen this for a while for AMC's A-List program. Which is, you know, membership. They've got the Stubbs membership. They got the Stubbs Premium membership, which costs money and I don't use. And then they've got the A-List membership, which I've got to look into how that works before I commit to it. But as I currently understand it, it's $20 a month, and you basically get 3 free movies a week of any kind. Like, I can go and see something in IMAX or 3D or whatever. And that sounds a little weird to me, which is why I've got to look into it, you know. I mean, we've all heard that saying, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So I'm going to look into the specifics of that, but if it is how I see it to be, then I'll probably join the A-List, just, you know, for reasons. Hi, Winkles. And then I could just, you know, start seeing movies on a regular basis. Like, I can go see... I'm going to go see it anyway, but they have... they're re-releasing Jurassic Park, I think. The original. I've heard something about a fan movie as well. I don't know if I'm seeing that instead, or if I'm seeing that in addition to. But there's a Jurassic Park 25th anniversary going on, and they're going to be showing Jurassic Park in theaters. And I want to go, because I love Jurassic Park in all of its various forms. Including this one. Oh, that's what they're doing. Want to help me mine? Thank you. Any coal? No, but there's some dirt. Yay, dirt. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Ooh. You have meat in your body, and I wants it. But yeah, I've been seeing more movies lately. Like, I don't necessarily go to see a lot of movies, but if I set aside $20 a month and it let me see, you know, say, I don't know, 12 to 14 movies a month in 3D and IMAX, if I so desired, then I would see a lot more movies. Like, I would go and see the Happy Time Murders again, because I had a lot of fun with that. And if I had an income, I would definitely see it again, but I don't know if I liked it enough to see it to justify spending money on it again. But hey, if I have $20 a month, and I could just see 3 movies a week, period, I'll just, fuck it, I'll just, like, I'm gonna see the Happy Time Murders 3 times this week, because there's nothing else on. You know? I mean, shit, it's not like I have cable. The house does, but I don't. Also, that looks really fucking cool. I kind of like that. That's nice. But yeah, like, for example, I'll see the Happy Time Murders again. What? What are you digging at my foot for, dog? I'll see the Meg again. Because I actually missed a scene in the Meg. There was a scene where one of my favorite characters got eaten, and I didn't actually see him get eaten. Because I had popcorn. Because for once, I actually had a coupon to get discounted popcorn. I basically paid $3 for a bag of popcorn. And I was eating my popcorn, and it made me thirsty. So while I was out getting a drink from the fountain, he got eaten by the shark. So I missed it. So yeah, I do want to see the Meg again. Plus, it was a lot of fun. I want to see the Happy Time Murders again. I might see Incredibles 2 again, because I think that's still in the theaters. There's a bunch of movies that I might see just for the hell of it, because I have a ticket, you know? I mean, sometimes that's the best kind of movie you can see. Because at one point, I do not for the life of me remember what prompted it, but at one point I had decided I was going to see a movie that day. I don't think I had a free movie. I think I just thought, you know what, I haven't been out of the house in a while. I want to go see a movie. and I looked up online what movies were available. And there was this movie that I'd never heard of. I never heard that it existed. I had no idea what it was, so I looked it up, called The Master and Commander, Far Side of the World. And anyone who knows me knows that I fucking love that movie. So I went to see this in theaters, and had an absolute blast with it. It was a lot of fun. God damn it. One moment. It's one of the bad ones. Oh great, this one isn't much better, is it? Motherfucker. This one's all sticky. Hold on, people. Let's try this one, maybe? This doesn't appear sticky. Perfect, this'll do. I'm gonna have to go through later and find out which one of these are the good ones versus the bad ones. Because I have 2 good controllers and 2 shitty ones, you know? But yeah. So, sometimes just going to see a movie can bring you to something that you never would have seen on your own, but would have but absolutely loved, you know? Oops, there we go. Alright, now let's make some baked potatoes. Yeah, that's right. All of this was about baked potatoes. I needed coal to make charcoal with, so I could make baked potatoes. I didn't intend to make charcoal. It just, I can make charcoal now. That's just kind of how that happened. But for those who don't remember last week, I had a whole bunch of cool stuff, and then I fucked up and died. And rather than soft reset or wander back there, I said, fuck it, I didn't have anything worth keeping anyway. Okay, first off. Sure. Second off. And third off, put the rest of this shit away. Dismiss. That is the feed the pets alarm. I already fed them. They're good. Sure, let's just do this for however much it needs. One more of those ought to do it, actually. Yep, perfect. Ooh, that's a fast regeneration there. Nope, give me back my pork chop. Kyrix wants his pork chop back. Hi, princess. It's a squiddy. They're probably just called squids. I just heard Gabe from in Zero Punctuation, not Zero Punctuation, in Let's Drown Out, with Yahtzee, refer to them once as squiddies. And it's cute, so I use it. So yeah, I don't know exactly how the A-list works. I'm probably going to get it, because, quite frankly, there are some days where there is just nothing going on. I need something to fill that void. And the ability to just randomly go see a movie would do that pretty well for me. Alright, we're getting to the point where I'm starting to get actual food. Which is cool, because having surpluses of food is really step one. But yeah, I'm actually kind of really looking forward to Friday, not just because I get some money, but because apparently they'll be feeding me, my mom and my aunt. And hey, free food is best food. And if you don't believe that, you've never been poor. Because let poor little Kyrix tell you, free food is best food. But, yeah, I forgot to mention, I started to say it and then I got off track, but when I was coming back from GameStop, which that day was almost a complete failure, I hurt my back, not doing anything particular, that's when it started hurting, kind of thing, from, hoisting the bike on and off the bus rack. And then, I got to GameStop, and they only gave me one of each card, so all that trouble for 3 cards, and then I planted potatoes where the carrot should be. Well, aren't I a dumbass? Pretty sure I just planted potatoes in the carrot field. Fuck it, I don't care. I'll grow more carrots. Hi, piggies. Are you ready to breed again? You are. Okay, cool. But, on the way home, like you do, I managed to misplace my debit card on a bus. Almost certainly on the bus. It may have fallen out elsewhere. But I got home and had to cancel my debit card because, quite frankly, I didn't want to backtrack to find it. I probably could have found it. But if it wasn't at Grand Central Station, then that means it was on a bus or somewhere else, and there literally wasn't enough time in the day for me to hop on the bus and go looking for it again. Much less to wait for that particular bus to cycle back to me. So, fuck that. And, that decision meant that I would, have to wait for my new debit card to arrive before I could buy things, pay rent and whatnot. So I am currently without a debit card. I actually had to borrow my roommate's credit card to go to the movie. Because I had the money, but I couldn't spend it because no debit card. Oh, from up here I could probably find that place again. Maybe. Is that it? I keep wanting to press R2, but I know that's not going to do anything because that's the binocular button from Phantom Pain. But I'm going to go looking. Because I think that's it. Right, I'm more than a little pissed that none of these pumpkins or melons are growing. Well, who knows, maybe my stuff hasn't despawned yet. I doubt that, but maybe. We'll see. I think that is it. We'll know in a couple minutes when I get closer. I mean, it'd be cool to get all my shit back, but I'm not holding my breath, really. Yeah, that's it. Never occurred to me to look for that from my front yard, basically. As I recall, I went around this way. God, this place is bigger than I thought. I've half a mind to just straight burrow into there. I mean, it's not like the inside hasn't already been fucking wrecked by the creepers and whatnot. Actually, entirely by the creepers. I didn't do shit to it. So yeah, we'll just take a look-see here. Oh. The fuck out of here, dude. Shit. He's not at all perturbed. Let me regenerate and I'll whoop your ass. Fuck you. Note to self, swap potato for baked potato. Is that an emerald? Yes, it is. So yeah, there's all my shit from before. Kind of panned out for me, didn't it? At least on first glance. Yoinkle steel. Quit digging. Well, fuck me then, I guess. So yeah, who knew I'd be getting all this shit back? Most of this shit back, I guess. Don't really need that. Sugarcane is easily retrievable. Let's see, don't need planks. Don't need egg. I can get more egg. Don't need carpet. Fuck carpet. Don't need the birch. So yeah, that surprisingly paid off for me. Would not have predicted that I'd get my shit back. Fuck you, dude. Don't care. Honestly, I thought my shit would despawn by this point. I don't know, maybe it didn't take as long as I thought it did, or maybe it just, with all the new updates, of which another one was installed, but maybe after all these updates it just doesn't do that anymore. I don't know. So how did I get in there before? Because that isn't where I came in, that's where I died, and I fell before I died. So yeah, I got all my shit back, that's nice. Yay, shit. And fuck it, if I put all this stuff back away, I can go get the rest of it. Where do I live? Ah, I see it. I think. Yep, there it is. Okay, cool. It's a beautiful thing about where I live. I can see it from almost anywhere in the world. So it's been so long since I played Minecraft with enemies on that I forgot how fast regeneration is when you eat. Of course, I also forgot how much food depletes when you eat. Okay. Gonna take me the rest of this timer just to get back there. So yeah, here's hoping that in the near future I'll be able to tell you, hey, I have A-list and it's really cool, because I went and saw these 3 movies today, you know? But I don't know. I'm excited about it. It has a lot of potential. Again, lots of things have potential. That doesn't necessarily mean anything's going to come of it. Don't know why I made a hoe. I'm not gonna need it unless I decide to get the pumpkins downstairs or some shit. Sort this crap out later. Oh, nope. But yeah, if I do get A-list, it'll be something that basically renews near the start of the month. So there will be no more of this rationing my money for movies thing. It's basically, I will always be able to see new releases when they're new. And that's another thing, is I can actually see them like the first showing. Like, I wanted to see The Meg on its first showing. I wanted to see Rampage on its first showing. I wanted to see Happy Time Murders on its first showing, and I have to wait till the first available Tuesday. Because I don't have fucking... I don't have $8 to go see it in the afternoon. I don't have $11 to see it when it shows at night. So I basically have to wait till I can see it for $5. And that means Tuesday. And Tuesdays are a pretty cluttered day, so I basically have to wake up early, go see the movie, and then get the fuck home and do Pokemon and whatnot. And then stay awake long enough to record with Eisen and that. And that takes its toll after a little while. So yeah, it'd be cool to just... and the thing is, they were set every Friday. So it's like, oh, I've got this. I want to see this movie on Friday, so I'll just watch it Thursday night or some shit. Oh, there you are. You asshole. Because the movies tend to happen like Thursday night, usually. Oh, I'm getting here just as shit's starting to despawn, too. You alright, Maya? Dark and fucking creepy as shit, man. This will hopefully keep shit from spawning in the near future. Fuck it. I'll take the whole thing. I don't care. Sort it out later. Also, I think that gold is the first metal I've come across. Oh my. Shit, hi. So, adventure. Interesting. Nothing particularly special there. Gah! That's special. Not the good kind either. Are you above me? You are, you whore. You're not friendly either, are you? Well, you sure as hell aren't now. Let's light this place so that in the future when I come back here, it'll be friendlier. Cauldron, interesting. Didn't know you could tip your arrows. That must be something new. New for me, anyway. No more spawning shit in here. Fuck you. Shit. Yeah, I'm going. Bastard. Kill you the same way I killed your buddy. By cheating. Hey, asshole, come here. Fuck you. Oh, poor babe. New baked potatoes don't do shit. I mean, I have a lot of them, but they ain't doing shit. Really? Really? Okay. That works. Sure, we'll go that route. Mushroom bed? Interesting. Alright, got anything in here? Got nothing. But I'm gonna take it anyway, because it's mine. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm such an idiot. I'm sitting here thinking, wow, it'd be cool if I could get those guys axes. Thinking that I couldn't make them myself, and then I realized axes are just axes. They're not that special. I could have dozens of them if I really wanted them. You know, the long way around. I feel like going through these dark, shadowy fucking tunnels of bullshit. Okay, that's just a donkey. Or a horse, but more likely a donkey. Yeah, fuck you, dude. I'm going to the big-ass flame pillar, and you can't stop me. Yep. Almost as good a shot as I am, dude. Almost as good a shot. Chase me if you wanna, but I'm at home. So worst case scenario, even if you kill me here, I'll just go inside, sleep, and be right back when the sun comes up. Take my shit back from your melted remains. Let's go. Climb a ladder, eat a baked potato. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of French fries lately. Because it's kind of all I've got at the moment. I actually spent some of my last remaining money to get some fixins for mac and cheese twice, the Kraft kind. But that didn't last long, as you can well imagine. I ran out. I ran out in a big way. Well, that's okay. End of the month is coming soon, and then I'll get fresh everything. Interesting. Beef. Bread, that's edible. Oh, lead. I'm like, lead? What am I going to do with that? Pork chop. Mutton. Potato. Take. Let's go down here and do farm and shit. Yeah, the main problem of making French fries is I absolutely cannot do that while the roommate is asleep, because the deep fryer, oh boy, does that ever stink up the house. Let's just say you can tell when I'm deep frying something. So that sucks for me, at least. Right, the correct vegetable, please. Thanks for that. Half a mind to plant carrots in the potato patch. Baked potatoes are plentiful, but they don't do shit for your hunger. So that's a little loophole that's been exposed. Pretty soon I'll have enough seeds or enough wheat growing that I can start using the seeds to breed my chickens. But until then, I'll just deal with what I got. I'm gonna find out how you do beetroot stew. I think it involves a wooden bowl. Hopefully it doesn't involve mushrooms or anything else that I don't necessarily know how to grow. And again, if I can grow mushrooms, that's pretty cool, because there are places to do that. It's kind of funny that I do so much farming in this game, considering that I cannot herbivore in real life at all. I just cannot. Yay, inbreeding. Let's say, do I have no wheat? No, I have wheat. For the cows. 1 cow, 2 cow, 3 cow, moo cow. Sure, why not? Let's get you two started as well. And nothing for the chickadees. Fucking great chicken genocide. I almost forgot that at one point I had chickens because of these eggs, and then they all got out, so I just had chicken. Nope, nothing this time. But yeah, here's hoping that everything with A-list works out. Still waiting to hear from vocational rehab. Nothing yet, but that's okay. What really sucks is until I get that call from vocational rehab, I have to take every call that I don't recognize. Because any one of them could be them. And I don't want to, like, no, this is not one of those things telling me about my car insurance for the car I don't have. And then find out it was vocational rehab and I blew my shot at a job. it should actually be perfect amount there. Now, about that beetroot stew. Beetroot soup. Nice. All I need are some bowls. 6 bowls, in fact. Planks, wood, more planks. Perfect. So that's incredibly useful. Huh, that's nice. Wow, that's garbage. Does it stack? No. What the shit? Why would I even? Oh well, fuck it. Alright, we're gonna call it here. I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.